Hey, good day, everybody. I'm Eric, and I want to share a dream I had last night with you. But before I do, I just want to say that a lot of people discount dreams, but I believe that dreams are a way God speaks to us. Since I've been a youth, I've seen things happen in advance, sometimes months, sometimes years in advance, and I'm like always shocked when I see it happen in real life. Some dreams are just a result of you eating too much ice cream and pizza, and there's really no meaning to them. But I encourage everybody, if you do have a dream, take it to God to see if there is anything He's trying to say to you. So, that out of the way, I had an interesting dream last night, and I was asleep in my dream, and I felt the urge while sleeping to get up early to check my phone, to look at my accounts to see if there was any price movement on some of the cryptocurrencies that I purchased. And I didn't. I stayed, and I was lazy, and I wanted to sleep in. So in my dream, I woke up, I think it was like around 7 o'clock in the morning. I grabbed my phone, and it was what I saw shocked me. I know everyone's seen the arrows, the up or down arrows on a stock market price chart. So, but this was different. It looked like mountains of electricity, like a burst, like a big giant explosion. And all I saw was mountains. And the funny thing is, it looked like Christmas trees, but more than just Christmas trees, like mountains, and the arrows had branches like of a tree, like electric branches. So it was shocking what I saw. Then I saw numbers. It looked like I saw 8 million, but then at first it looked like it was 8,000%. And the mountains were so high, they were at the top of my phone. I didn't see the tip of everything, but I'm looking and I'm like, wow. So I knew it was more than one coin. There's one coin in particular, and I think everybody knows what I'm talking about, that I thought was the coin that exploded. But because I saw several mountains, to me, that meant several different coins that kind of took off all and shot up at the same time. So, but before my dream ended, I looked at my balance and it said like $8, and it said zero because it went down. So I'm like, oh man, I missed it, And so I was telling somebody, see, look, I was showing a friend of mine the phone. I'm like, nobody believed me. Look at this. Look what happened. And in the dream, it was like I believed that everyone would get it, but not me, And so there was no big shock. I was disappointed, but it was no big shock. And I think a lot of people out there are doubting the promises of God, not believing that these things that were told to you directly, or someone came and gave you a message about the wealth transfer or what God is going to do for you. Some people just discount it as tomfoolery, but some people believe it, but they don't believe it for themselves. Listen, if God gave you a promise, if He confirmed it to you, it's going to happen. So don't doubt Him. I saw a video from my brother Sammy B from For the Light, and he said something similar like in one of his last videos. I love watching all my brothers, Mac Praise, Camille Hendrick, Christianos, How to Be Healed TV, Crypto Night. I love watching all these guys. These guys, keep you informed, keep you encouraged, and they pumping God's word, because it's more about, it's more about getting money and balling out. The reason why I say that, I got up after the dream, so I got my Bible and I said, look. No, I didn't say look. I'm sorry. I was talking to God. I said, Father, speak to me in your word. So I opened the Bible. I said, Lord, this is the concordance. So I closed it back and I opened it again. And it fell on Joshua 23. Now, for you guys who know the word, that's when Joshua was up in age, and he gathered the children of Israel and said, "Hey, look, if y'all gonna serve God, serve God. If y'all gonna serve the God of the Amorites or the Egyptians back there, then do that." And then everybody said, "No, he's the only one that delivered us. We only gonna serve him." And so after he spoke with them for a little while, they all went to their inheritance. They were already in the promised land. But that's the warning, because a lot of times, you see that whole theme to scripture. People make God promises, they get blessed, and then they turn it back on God and forget about the one who, helped them in times of need and blessed them. And that's not a good place to be, so, you don't want to be destroyed, or have any kind of bad occurrences happen because you turned your back on God. So, yeah, Merry Christmas, but at the same time, be responsible with what God gives you, because it's not just for you, it's to help people. Everybody knows that there's a lot of bad things on the horizon in our economy, in so many other ways. So if he's bringing this wealth to you, remember there's a purpose attached to it. That's all I have to say. Take care. God bless.